Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Destro Reborn.
My black ladies, my beautiful, talented, stunning, accomplished, amazing black women. We need to stop going out to the functions, to the clubs, to the 12 stories, like immediately. The ratio of women to men, it is always 70-30.
Oh, scissor me timbers!
Bear witness to a display of strategic mastery achievable only by the strongest, self-proclaimed, most educated creature ever to grace this planet.
Remember, most accomplished? She said it herself, Lord Destro. Get it right.
Yes, of course, we all know I'm speaking about the modern black woman. We recognize their greatness as an undeniable truth because CNN proclaimed it. And CNN, the beacon of journalistic integrity, would never lie to us.
It's a fact.
Using the guide of her feelings, she now rallies support for yet another 4B movement, this time targeting nightclubs and rooftop venues. Apparently, men are avoiding nightclubs, not because of the low-tier 304s, the unpleasant attitudes, or the women that vilify men for trying to approach them. No, she understands the real culprit must obviously be that there are simply too many low-tier, high body count, sometimes obese women present. So like a tactical genius, she threatens her absence to a group of men that are not even looking for her. And even though the previous 4B movement failed spectacularly,
she belongs to the streets.
Primarily because these same women couldn't restrain themselves or keep from spreading eagle for a mere 48 hours. We dare not question the intellectual brilliance of these masterminds at work.
I have a question.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, right, Lord Destro, to try to get women to stop showing up at the club. So if she does show up, she'll probably be one of the only women. I mean, if that's the thought process.
Whatever happened to the 4B movement? Remember all the women who were shaving their heads off after Donald Trump got elected and said they wasn't gonna have sex with men anymore? How they doing? Are they staying strong, you know? Are they keeping their legs closed, or was they lying just full of fluff? I just want to know. Anybody have an update? Anybody know how their movement is doing? Just a quick.
You don't find that suspicious?
Meanwhile,
The reason why I say that this is a problem is that the men know. The men know that the ratio is 70-30. It makes it in their favor, and because
We're not going because there's a higher ratio. Some men are just going because they want to have fun.
so that they do not have to step up in any meaningful way because they know that they have the advantage of being able to choose from more women than there are men. It's literally
Hopefully you realize that's how the whole planet is, that there's more women than men.
supply and demand, like economics. Like, we are in too much supply. Like, DC is oversaturated with beautiful, amazing, talented black women.
It's always beautiful, amazing, talented. And then she had to add black women in it.
That these men, they don't even need to be at our level to still be the ones choosing.
I mean, listen to how they think. They are beautiful, amazing, talented women.
Oversaturated with beautiful, amazing, talented black women.
And you are just a man. And she kind of implies that men are not even on their level.
They don't even need to be at our level.
Yes, these mere mortal men must step up their game to even talk to them. They lead with such pretentious, condescending rhetoric and wonder why men are not rushing to the club to meet them. Well, the problem is that reality just doesn't fit their narrative. These women can't be so quote-unquote amazing if men are not coming out to meet them. And if there are 7 girls for every 3 men, then that obviously means that
there ain't enough tricks to go around.
Exactly.
if the nightclub, which was once a sausage fest, is now a scissor fight, then obviously the demand for these types of
beautiful, amazing, talented,
from sword fighting to scissor fighting,
black women
have dropped significantly. Or maybe that value was never present in the first place.
A few moments later. You live in Atlanta and the men rather talk to men at functions.
Yeah, because we can actually have conversations with other men.
This is what cracks me up when I see videos like this. This is what cracks me up the most. Because I'm like, how do y'all say this stuff, but you come on social media spewing the complete opposite about what y'all are saying that y'all are getting in your reality? So y'all come on social media spewing negativity against men, and then when you get out in the world with men, you expect men to still want to come up to you and talk to y'all?
Right.
Exactly. Remember when they used to say, oh, we don't go to the club to meet men, or we wish you men would stop bothering us at the club.
Right? I thought you girls went to the club to just dance with the girls.
Flashback.
The males are huddled up and the girls can twerk freely and in peace.
They're just twerking in the streets now. Really?
Yes, we only come to the club to dance and have a good time. We don't want to be harassed by you men. You notice we don't hear that type of talk anymore?
We don't.
Now they're crying about you not showing up to the club, like it's your civic duty to be there.
Why don't guys understand that women just want to be pursued? We don't want
we totally understand that, and we're tired of it.
all this talking and stuff. We want action. We want you to take action. We want you to show us that you really care, that you really want to see us and want to be with us.
We don't. That's
and even when you do come to the club to enjoy a few drinks with your Cobra brothers, they call you gay because you ignore them.
Why do men all hang together these days and follow each other? This didn't used to be the case. They look crazy.
We look crazy, or are you just desperate?
Excellent. Imagine we used to chase these grown children that just wanted you to recognize that they existed.
And y'all would probably be like, it's not all of us that are like that. It's the same shit that y'all be doing to men. So now men is looking at all of y'all as in, I'm just not gonna fuck with it because some of y'all on the internet just ruined it for all of y'all.
Yep. Shout outs to you, girl.
I really just wish some of the times y'all would really think about what would happen when you do some of these damaging things to yourself.
Great point, young lady. But we all know they will continue to grandstand, play victim, use shame and insults to get any sort of response from the new indifferent man. It's truly pathetic.
Is that you have these men walking around like they are the prize, and they are not bringing...
They just don't care about women as much. They're not walking around like they're some big, bald, man or something. No, they just walk around ignoring you, and then you feel like they're being some kind of way about it.
Their best. They are not, and I know we are in excess, and so it just artificially devalues. And I'm not saying it devalues your worth.
It's not artificial. You are truly devalued.
I am not saying that at all. But for dating, for interacting with men, that
again, it's funny. There's always a below average woman. This woman, maybe average, maybe a 4.5 I would go with, but complaining through her teeth.
That's where I'm just saying we gotta pull back, because the truth is, if these men are walking around thinking they're the prize, they're not gonna show up their best. And I just do not think that black women are treated very well.
And women know that they're the prize, and they treat the same way. They think that they don't have to put any effort to treat men anyway either.
By black men,
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
Dating apps are all but dead, so they really have no choice but to go back to the nightclub.
Isn't it sad? Again, my best friend's getting married. He's getting married in August. Been my best friend since high school. Known the mother chucker for a long time. He's a scholar type, PhD. Guess who he married? A white woman. I'm not trying to shame black women or anything here on this, but he himself, I've never seen him date another black woman. He's only dated outside of black race or black community. He's dated a lot of Hispanics, whites. I've even seen him date Asians, right? But he landed on a wife or a fiance that is white. And it's not trying to shame black women or anything, but black women are putting themselves in such a negative light and such a negative, I guess, they dug themselves such a hole. They can't even get themselves out to be just normal women out there. They can't even compete against normal, nice women.
And beg for your attention. Every day, the Matrix shows us that we hold the chains to our own bondage. And most importantly, the sisterhood must be reined in.
You ain't lying.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy.
It just sucks, right? Because this attitude that they're displaying here is not just in the black community. It is actually translating and osmosising throughout all other women of all other races and creed too. You know how many Asian women I've met that have that similar attitude? Quite a bit nowadays. Again, I live in like OC, LA, so a lot of Asian community here. You know how many white women I've met that have very similar attitudes to that? Quite a bit also. And especially Hispanic women too. So it's not just relegated to the black community anymore. Now it's just women issue. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time.